everybody, and welcome back to Empower for You. You know, sometimes in our lives we need to take action. Instead of just thinking about it, instead of just talking about it, instead of just griping about it, instead of just whining about it, we need to take action. So, are you ready to take action with me today? Because I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Sometimes it's time to just step back, and take your heart back. Take your energy back. Take your guidance back. Take your wisdom back. Step back off of things. Because unconsciously, a lot of us are codependent and we're enablers for people and their bad habits, for their bad behavior. And we're the ones who are enabling them to keep on with their crazy. So how about you and I sit down and have a little talk about stepping back and taking our heart back. You know, a lot of times we put so much energy and so much effort into other people, we forget about ourselves. We tend to put ourselves on the back burner, per se. We tend to look at others' needs greater than ours. When in all actuality, nobody is more important than you or I. No one's more important than you. Nobody's more important than me. But because of the things that we have been taught over time about being selfish, but that's who you are. You are yourself. I am myself. And a lot of times we don't want to be seen as selfish. We don't want to be seen as always focused on ourselves. But so many times we're out of focus when it comes to ourselves. Everybody else is in focus. They're going about doing whatever they're grown enough to do, whatever they got the money to do, the time to do, and or whatever. But then when it comes to you, their time gets short. Their money get funny. And their feelings are, when it comes to you. But when they need something, want something, need somebody to talk to, gripe to, whine to, beg to, need some information, need a reference, need a hookup, who do they come to? You're the go-to. You. So now it's time to take you out of that little box that they keep you in, wherever it is that they keep you, whether it's on a shelf, under a bed, under the kitchen sink, under the bathroom sink, in the garage, in the shed, in the backyard, wherever it is that they keep you. But when they need you, oh, baby, you are the best thing since sliced bread and peanut butter. You are their best friend, their sister. You are that it, their brother. You are that it person. You see what I'm saying? You're always Johnny on the spot for everybody. You'll drop whatever you're doing and go to the need of somebody when they say they need you. You're there. They can always count on you. It's a no-brainer. They don't even think. They can always count on you. If they can't count on nobody else, they can count on you. So when are you going to step back and get a clearer perspective of your life? I think we can do that today. We need to put a lot of things in our lives in perspective, because a lot of us are out of focus, and we need to put the focus back on what it needs to be on, which is us. Have you noticed that a lot of times in our lives we're in lack? You know what causes lack? And it has nothing to do with lack mentality. It has nothing to do with prayers that have not been answered. It has nothing to do with that. We cause that on ourselves. We do that to ourselves. Because if you're always looking out for someone else, who gets the blessing? Oh, sure. Yeah, I know all of you good old Christian people are going to say, well, God's going to bless me in a whole nother way. That's true. That's true. But a lot of times, too, we give our blessings away. So how are you going to be a good steward over something that you're giving away? That don't make no sense. If God blesses you with something, he didn't bless you with it for you to give it away. Yes, sometimes we will get things or we'll get blessed with something and we'll be led to help somebody. Yes. I'm not saying that it's wrong to give, it's wrong to help people. Don't get Gayle wrong. Don't misquote Gayle. Don't do that. What I'm saying is you need to get a perspective of what you're doing. Because a lot of times we're sowing into bad ground. You yourself, me, I'm good ground. Anything I sow in myself, I'm going to reap a good harvest. I'm good ground. But everybody else ain't good ground. How many people, let's take it here. How many people have you sown into and you reaped a harvest off of what you sowed into them? I'll wait. Still thinking? Do I need to give you another moment or two to think about that thing? How many people have you sown into and reaped a harvest? One ear of corn. Just one. One bell pepper. One. One sprig of okra. $10, $20. What did you reap back? For most of us, nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know, Einstein says the meaning of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. So what does that say? That says a lot of us are insane. Me included. I'm insane too. Because we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. We keep allowing love to cover a multitude of fault and sin because that's what we've been trained to do. That's what has been instilled in us. Give till it hurts. Give and it shall be given unto you. So when is enough hurt got to befall you for you to wake up and stop sowing into bad ground? When are you going to wake up? This is not working. This is not working for you. This does not serve you. You've sown into everybody else's dream, every pipe dream, whatever type of dream they can come up with, fly by night, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You support everybody in their ventures. You do all these things. Oh, my friend's going to sell Mary Kay. I got to go to the Mary Kay party. Oh, my friend's selling Avon. I got to go to the Avon party. Do you have a book? Do you have a book for this month? My friend's selling Amway. Hey, you got a catalog? You got a book? This friend, this child is selling candy. Hey, yeah, give me the order sheet. Yeah, I'll order 3 or 4. Girl Scout cookies, whatever. Yeah, I'm running this investment thing. Don't you want to invest? Little do you know, when you invest, you're coming into a MLM, multi-level management or marketing. The more people you bring in, the more money they make. Huh? Do you see where I'm going here? It doesn't make a difference. However much you put in, it just always seems like you're on the short end. You keep coming up short. Aren't you tired of coming up short? Aren't you tired? Do you not know that the best investment you can make on this earth is you? You are your best investment. Because when it comes down to it, when the rubber hits the road, you are all you have. Things are going to fail you. Jobs are going to fail you. Friends are going to fail you. Family is going to fail you. All these things that you put your heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears into are going to fail you. These people are going to walk away. These people are going to see their value. And they're going to look out for who? They're going to look out for number one. And they're going to make sure that you look out for number one too. Them. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of loaning people money and never getting it back? Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of supporting everybody else in their ventures? But then when it comes to you, nobody shows up. When you get sick, you don't even get a card, a text, a call. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of always being the one who takes the high road in everything? Who always follows the rules in everything? The moral compass in everything? But then when it comes to you, it's all holes barred. Everybody can do, say, whatever they're grown enough to say out of their mouth. Because it's only you. To them, you're a tool. You're to be used. You're not actually a person. A lot of times these people will say, well, you know, you're my friend when I need you. Well, you're my brother, you're my sister. Sure. When I need you to be. I need you to put these things into perspective today. I need you to take a moment to stand back and reevaluate your circle. Reevaluate your circle. Reevaluate the people you have in your life. And then weigh that against where you are, what you have, and what you've sown out. That's what I need you to do today. And see what you come up with. Can you imagine how rich we would be if we had the money that we have sown out, the favor that we have sown out, the resources, the wisdom, the just plain old everyday niceness, kindness. Can you imagine how rich we would be if we had that back? Yeah. That's running through your mind now, isn't it? That's sort of striking some way, isn't it? It's making you feel some type of way. Is it? That's making you feel some type of way. Good. Because if it is, now you know it's time to stop and put some things in perspective. A lot of us are so out of focus, we don't even know who we are anymore. We've lost focus of ourselves. We're so busy making everybody else look good. We've forgotten how to make ourselves look good. We've forgotten how to market ourselves. We've forgotten how to promote ourselves. We've forgotten the gifts that we have on the inside that can be used for our benefit, not just for everybody else. Let me give you an example of something. Me personally, when it comes to representing somebody or writing something for somebody, it just comes off the cuff. And I can make someone look stellar. I can make them look, top shelf. Then I sat down on one of my books and had to write down some information about myself. And I was literally dumbfounded. I sat there for 15 or 20 minutes looking at blank paper. I could not get a thought to describe myself, me. The one who can write anything. At this present time, I've written 10 books, 10. And I couldn't get 10 words on the paper to describe myself, nothing beyond my name. Something's wrong with that. Because I had done it so long. And I want to give a shout out to my coworker, Christina Brown, Disastrous Beauty, as she's called. Check her out on her YouTube channel, Disastrous Beauty. She was the one who inspired me to start doing YouTube videos. When she found out that I was an empowerment guru and that, I like to inspire people and I had written books and all these, she said, you need a YouTube channel. I was like, I don't know how to do no YouTube channel. I don't know anything about YouTube or how to watch it. She said, just go ahead and do the YouTube channel. Just try it and see what happens. And I did. And if you've seen any of my videos before, I've done a new intro and added some books and everything. I have 2 new books that are out. But do you see what I'm saying? The gifts that I have used on other people and for other people, I'm applying that now to myself. I'm uplifting myself. I'm magnifying myself, exalting myself. Because if I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. I have to believe in myself. If I don't believe in myself, nobody's going to believe in me. I believed in everybody else. So why not believe in me? If I can make everybody else look good, why can't I make me look good? Do y'all see where I'm going? I literally had to sit myself down, step back, sit down and look at things from a whole new perspective. I sought out some new skills to learn to make my videos more entertaining, more visual. And can you imagine? I've learned how to use so many different platforms. I've learned how to use Canva, and I'm going back to using Final Cut Pro. The main thing that I cut my teeth on to do the church videos when I was the AV director for my old church. But do you see what I'm saying? I made a video one time because I was in a place of, what is really going on? Called Pearls Before Swine. That's where you're always putting your best out there for others. They don't appreciate it. They take what you do for granted because it comes to you so easily. Because that's what you're gifted for. That's what you're built to do. So yeah, that stuff just comes to you easy. A lot of things that people find impossible, things that they find to be undoable, that they'd never think they would do in their lifetime, that comes easy for you. You be like, oh, I got this. I'll handle it. And did you charge them anything? No. Oh, girl, gone. I got you. I got that. But what happens when it comes to you? Oh, see, I'm gonna have to charge you. What? All this stuff I've done for you all these years, and now you getting ready to charge me something? Did I hear you say? Did I hear money? Well, my time. I see you smiling. Cause you already know. You already know that feeling. You already know. You know what I'm talking about. We've all been there. But at some time or another, you are going to have to look out for you. You're going to have to be number one instead of 2, 3, 4, 5, 25, 35, 105 on somebody else's list. You have to be number one. You have to make sure that you are number one. Choose you. Instead of somebody else choosing you for their foolishness and for their advancement, choose yourself. I challenge you today to choose yourself. I challenge you. Everything that you're giving away free, just giving it away, just giving it away, giving it away, giving it away, giving it away, giving it away. Everything that you're giving away free, why not pour that into yourself? Why not? Why not do that for yourself? Why not? You owe it to yourself. You owe that to yourself. You owe that to yourself. Yeah. Don't you think so? Don't you think you owe yourself something? You're not getting any younger. Neither am I. I always say I'm a late bloomer. A lot of my stuff didn't come in my younger years. They came as I matured into. And I guess that was timely. All things can't come to different people in their youth. Because too much power in the hands of a fool turns a fool into a bigger fool. And yeah, in my younger days, yeah, pretty much, yeah, I was a fool. Can act a fool now if need be, but I'm better. I'm better at it. You know, but I'm just saying, we need to really and truly harness our own power and use our own power for our betterment. It's what it's for. It is what it's for. Take your heart back. You loving on somebody that don't love you back. These one-sided relationships, one-sided friendships. Take that stuff back. My mother always told me love is what love does. So what has love done for you? If somebody really and truly loves you, they'll show it. Anybody can give you lip service. People can tell you anything, but do they show it? You show your love, you show your kindness, you show your concern, you show it all the time. And you give it away freely. Not expecting anything back, or, not with any type of hidden agenda, any type of motive. This is you. But how many people do we know? They say things and do things and, try to butter you up and play on your emotions, play on your kindness, because they have an agenda. They want something. They need something. And now at this juncture in my life, when I start hearing all these flattering words and all this other, what do you want? Let's just cut through it. Just come on with it. What do you want? What do you need? You have to take that power back. Not be manipulated into doing something that you really and truly don't want to do, no way. Take your choices back. Do you see what I'm saying? You have to take your choice back. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't. You don't owe the only person you owe is you. That's all. You owe yourself. And I know that, I haven't kidded a lot and laughed a lot, doing this video, but this is a serious matter, because a lot of people today are depressed and downtrodden and, just all out of sorts, because they're so hurt by people not reciprocating their kindness. I used to be like that. But in time, as with all things, time will cure that. And you get over it. And you move on. But some people haven't moved on, because they have not made the decision to step back, and take your heart back from whoever or whatever it is. Thank you, and put it back in your chest. You've held on to it too long. You've mistreated it. You've stomped on it and threw it around and, just misused it, mistreated it. And now they hand it back to you all dirty and smutted up and banged up. Oh, here you go. You looking at it like, this ain't the way I gave you my heart, was it? It didn't look like this when I gave it to you, did it? Oh. Okay. Then you take it back, you mend it, you nurture it, clean it up, and guess what? Here they come back. Here they come back. And what do? You go insane and you give it back to them. Yep, you lose your mind and here you go. You give it right back to them. But I thought you were stepping back, trying to regain, and not always be so willing to give your best to people who don't deserve it. I thought that's what you were doing. All things in their time. All things in their time. And after you get your heart stomped on a couple of few thousand times, maybe you'll get the message. Then there are others who stay in denial and they keep giving and giving and giving and getting nothing in return and wondering why. Think about it. Start sowing into yourself. Start sowing into you, and maybe you'll see a harvest. Start sowing into your good ground. Sow into yourself. Stop lending your stuff out, giving your stuff away. Because if you lend it out, you might not get it back. And if you do get it back, it might not be in the condition you lend it out in. And that's including your heart too. We keep lending our stuff and giving our stuff and just doing too much. You remember, I remember one time my daughter's father telling me that I was too nice. He was telling me that all the time. Too nice? What's that? You're too nice. That troubled me for years. I couldn't figure out, what is he talking about, too nice? How's a person too nice? Either you're nice or you're not. And come to find out, what he was telling me was that, it was like with me, if I like you, if I love you, I go above and beyond to see you happy. I don't like to see anyone I know, anybody in my circle, unhappy or without. I don't know about you, but that's how I am. And that's what I did. And he said I was too nice. And come to find out, he was basically saying, you give too much. You do too much. And I didn't realize it for a long time, that I was giving too much. Things that I could have had for myself, I gave it away. But some things you store in memory, and at the right time, that little card will come up. Boop. Too nice. And it comes to your recollection as to what exactly does that mean. The only thing I can say to you is perspective. Stand back and put some stuff into perspective. Look at your circle. Look at where you're planting. And if you do, you might come to a startling revelation, about like I did. when I learned that the love I was giving out, the kindness that I was giving out, it wasn't being returned to me. That people that I thought loved me, they didn't love me for real. They said they did, but they didn't. That was crushing. But I had to get over it. And I'm quite sure you have people in your life that are the same. They say they love you, but they don't. Or they don't know how. Because they're too focused on themselves to even see you, let alone to consider you, your feelings, or to love you back in the way that you deserve to be loved. Some people are doing the best with what they have. Some people don't know how to love other people. They don't know how. Some of them never been taught. Some of them, they just don't know how to get past themselves to love somebody else. They know how to take it. They know how to receive it. But in order to just give it away and love somebody in spite of, to them that is an unsurmountable chore. Literally impossible. And you know the ones I'm speaking of. You know of those people. But again, let me tell you something. Today, I'm going to need you to focus on yourself. Focus on you for a change. Do some things for yourself. Take some courses for yourself. All those dreams and different aspirations that you've had, pull them out the closet, the drawer, the box, or wherever you kept it. Dust it off. Be your own advocate. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own peanut gallery. Be your own yes man or yes woman. Promote you. It's your time. It's your time for your star to rise now. You've been the rising tide that lifted all boats. Be your own tide. Lift your own boat. Go up and achieve the dreams that you've had before you. And stop pouring water in a boot that you're going to turn upside down anyway. Okay? Remember, step back. Take your heart back. Take your joy back. Take your time back. Take your resources back. And put them back where they belong. That's with you. And see what happens. Your whole life might turn around. Your whole life might even change. Isn't it time for a change? I think it is. I think you're due a change right about now. Be the change that you desire to be. Okay? You have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Peace.